Alright, let's move on to the DAX. First thoughts, you look at this, you look at what's happened on the open. We've had a pretty big open drive lower, so it's a pretty strong move. DAX has actually managed to put in an initial balance currently of 65 ticks, so that's a pretty decent size range for the early part of the day. We've tested down to what was the previous pivot area, these sort of 18s to 14s. We've had a little flick through to 07s, and now we're back higher, which is pretty much taking us down towards this VPOC of Friday's trade. Now, for me, this is not a particularly good value area. No strong filling out. You could have various areas that could be the VPOC, so I feel that as long as we're staying inside this, I think we really should be looking to test the other side down towards 12,858, 859 area. Would for me be the area that we're going to be looking at now, as long as we stay within today. Now, the next things that you want to start factoring into any trades that you're looking at is the fact that we have had this very large initial balance. It is an open drive, so we've definitely got some kind of trend in the market. However, with such a large initial balance, you're less likely to see a continuation for the day, which is why I feel that we're going to get more of a normal variation day. Now, what I mean by this is we're going to get a day that I do believe this should remain the high, and we're not going to see a huge amount more extension on the day, and then a sort of balancing out towards the lower part of the day. So almost a bit of a B shape, but you could almost call it a little bit more of a sort of teardrop shape, if you will, to the profile, which would play out rather nicely for a fill-in of this poor value area and an extra region that I think that the low of Friday's value could well be an area to be bought for that rotation, just back up into range. So that would be my first thoughts on the day due to this open drive. Now, until we get any kind of reversal back through the open, I feel that is always what you've got to be looking for. You've got to be thinking, yep, we've got an open drive, so I'm bearish. You've got to be thinking, I've got a large initial balance, which takes away the likelihood of major range extension. So normal variation day, so teardrop shape, if you will, set up for the day. What you've got to be patient with basically is where you're going to have a go at buying it for that rotation back up. The areas to sell become a little bit more difficult on this, because with this type of day you can't use the initial balance low as an area of resistance for the market to continue to come off from. We're likely to balance right inside the initial balance, so just makes for a slightly more tricky trade in terms of picking your levels. But I do feel that if you can get a break below this VPOC, then that's where you can start thinking, right, now we can have another go a little bit lower. Alright, so let's move on and have a little look at the Euro stocks.